If you're looking for an espresso machine with a built-in grinder and you don't know which one to choose between the brand new Ninja Luxe Café or the classic Breville Barista Express, stay with me. Hi, my name is Colin from Philosophies, and today I'm going to compare these two machines. I'll help you choose the one that fits the best your needs. These two machines may look very similar at first glance, both make espresso, both have a built-in grinders, but they actually represent two very different philosophies. The Ninja here focuses on simplicity and versatility, while the Breville here is more with the manual control and a classic espresso experience. I've tested both machines for several weeks and I'm going to share here my full experience, their strengths, their weaknesses, and most importantly, who each machine is best suited for. And as always, this video is not sponsored. I bought these machines myself to give you my honest opinion. Let's start here with the design and the build quality. The Ninja Luxe Café is truly a modern machine with an LCD screen. In terms of size, they are very similar. The Ninja here is mostly made of plastic with some stainless steel accents, while the Breville Barista Express, on the other hand, has more of a classic look. There is more stainless steel, although it's still mixed with plastic, giving it, I think, more of a sturdier look. In terms of durability, the Breville, I think, clearly has an edge here with its proven track record. Some users have had their machine for over 10 years without major issues. The Ninja, being a new model, still has its story to write. But the build quality is not bad. One interesting note here, the Ninja portafilter is 53mm and is really specific to this machine. For the Breville here it's 54mm, so it's small difference, but it's worth noting that there is much more option for aftermarket accessories. By the way, if you want to understand the fundamentals of espresso extraction, I have created a concise one-page guide that will really help you. This guide focuses on the principle of extraction, how to balance acidity, bitterness, sweetness, the key variables that influence each shot. It's practical, you can keep it near your machine to remind you the basics no matter what machine you're using. And it's totally free, you just click on the link here in the description to download it. Let's talk now about the ease of use. And this is where the two machines differ dramatically. The Ninja Luxe Café is designed to be extremely easy to use. Its LCD screen guides you step by step. It tells you which grind setting to use, if something needs to be adjusted, and it automates much of the process. You just have to follow what the machine tells you. A truly impressive feature of the Ninja is its weight-based dosing. This is what Ninja called the Barista Assist technology. The machine has a built-in scale that automatically weighs your ground coffee. So no guessing, no timing here, the machine does everything. And yes, it works pretty well. The Breville here in contrast is much more manual. You need to learn how to dose, how to temp and extract by yourself. It has a pressure gauge, could be useful to give you some feedback at the beginning, but no guidance system here. It's really a machine for learning espresso extraction, and we will see it has some consequences on the quality of your espresso. So for beginners or anyone who just wants a quick quality coffee, the Ninja is clearly easier to use. If you're coming from a bean-to-cup machine or a capsule machine, the transition here will be smoother. But if you enjoy the idea of learning, mastering the art of espresso, I think the Breville here learning curve is harder, but it's more rewarding. Now, let's get serious, the espresso quality. Both machines are really capable of producing a true espresso, both at 9 bars of pressure, both with a really nice crema, balanced flavor. The Ninja here offers 25 grams level, but fine adjustments will be somehow limited by the machine and by the menu interface. The Breville here has 16 grind settings, specifically tailored for espresso, with an internal burr calibration. It is a time-based dosing, but I recommend buying a small precision scale to fine-tune your setting and your espresso. It comes with 4 different baskets, pressurized and non-pressurized, allowing you to evolve as your experience grows. Its strength really lies in the full manual control it offers, but it also lies for a kind of semi-automatic use. Once you find the right weight and the grind setting, you can reproduce the same result every time. In terms of a maximum quality potential, I think the Breville has a slight edge thanks to its added control, fine-tuning, especially if you're willing to invest time in learning. But for daily use, with medium to dark roast, both machines produce very similar results, with I think a slight advantage here on the Breville. And if you want to experiment with light roast, I think this machine also has an advantage. Now let's talk about the grinder. As you know, it is a crucial component of the espresso machine. As I mentioned, the Ninja here has 25 grind levels, an automatic purge system between grinds, that's quite interesting, but the grinds are pretty consistent. On the other hand, the Breville has 16 grind settings with the possibility of calibration, and a grind that's more suited for espresso. As you know, a major difference here is the Ninja's grinder is designed to cover a wide range from espresso to drip coffee, where the Breville is really optimized for espresso, making it more precise for that specific use, but maybe less versatile if you also want to make drip coffee. In short, the Ninja's grinder is better for mixed use and for beginners, while the Breville offers more precision for espresso and long-term scalability. Let's talk about temperature and heating time. Both machines use a PID, a temperature control system. The Ninja here offers 3 user selectable temperature levels, which is convenient if you want to switch between light and dark roast, for example. The Breville also has a PID controlled temperature, and you can adjust that temperature, but it's a little bit more difficult. For switching from coffee to steam mode, both machines uses a single heating system, a thermoblock, and take between 20 to 30 seconds to change modes. So if the ease of use is your priority, the Ninja Think temperature options are more user-friendly. If you prefer a proven thermal stability over time, the Breville has a long-lasting reputation. Milk frothing. Here is where the two machines take, again, radically different approaches. The Ninja offers an automatic frothing system combining an automatic whisk. It has 4 preset levels, a cold foam option, and works well even with a plant-based milk. It's really a push a button and let do its thing, and the results are really good. It is ideal if you want a cappuccino effortlessly or if several people in your house use the machine. The Breville has a classic single-hole steam wand. It requires manual frothing but allows for much more control. It also allows for latte art if you master the technique. It is the traditional approach preferred by home barista, and it will give you a perfect control for the texture, for the temperature of your milk, and in the end, again, if you master the technique, the result will be better with this one. For families or heavy milk drinker, the Ninja wins here in terms of convenience. For those who want to learn latte art or enjoy manual control, the Breville is better. Maintenance and reliability. For daily cleaning, it is pretty much the same with both machines. You'll have to clean the portafilter, the group head, the drip tray. The Ninja has more alerts and reminders for descaling and cleaning, which yes can be handy. In terms of longevity, the Breville has proven it can last to 5-10 years with maybe occasional part replacement, but the Ninja here is new and still have to prove itself in the long term. Also, since it has more electronics, there are I think more potential for failure. On repairs, the Breville are highly repairable with parts available and do-it-yourself fixes possible. For the Ninja, post-warranty parts availability is still unknown. For me, the Breville has still a slight advantage in terms of longevity. Now, scalability and customization. If you're thinking about upgrading your setup over time, this is an important factor. The Breville works well with external grinder if you decide to upgrade. It's also modifiable. You can add a bottomless portafilter, different basket, no problem. It is compatible with many accessories. The Ninja, in the other hand, is designed as more of a closed ecosystem. It is optimized to work with its included accessories, but nothing else. So modding options and evolution here are quite limited, but it also includes pretty much everything you need, drip coffee, cold brew, and so on. In summary, the Breville is better if you want to grow and tinker, while the Ninja is ideal if you want a complete and convenient system from the start. Final verdict and who each machine is for. So, which machine is right for you? Choose the Ninja Luxe here if you want quality coffee quickly with no learning curve. Your household drinks both espresso and drip coffee. You prefer automatic milk frothing, and in the end you value ease of use, versatility, and a clean design. Now, go for the Breville Barista Express if you want to learn real espresso and control every step. You plan to upgrade or modify your machine over time. You enjoy making cappuccino, latte art. You value long-term durability, support, and in the end, the quality of the extraction. I'm actually preparing another comparison between the Ninja and the Breville Oracle Jet. So if you don't want to miss it, you can subscribe, and also don't forget to leave a thumb up. My personal choice? I have a slight preference for the Breville Barista Express. I'm not a professional barista, but I really appreciate being able to tweak the settings based on my mood, on my coffee, of course. With my family and the rush morning, sometimes I don't really feel like turning on my Profitec. So the control and the semi-automatic feature of this model is perfect for those moments. It offers a good balance between control, simplicity that fit well for my daily life. These two machines really represent two different approaches to home coffee. The Ninja Luxe here is an all-in-one solution that prioritizes ease and versatility, perfect for those who want great coffee without complication. The Breville Barista Express is a machine that values learning, control, ideal for those who want to dive into the world of espresso. Personally, I really appreciate both approaches. I think they both have their space in the market. The Ninja is perfect for rushed morning, and the Breville offers a more engaging experience when I have time to enjoy the process. And I'm curious, what do you think? Do you prefer the automated approach, or do you prefer a more manual experience with the Breville? You can tell me in the comments which one you would choose. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend checking this one here. You will probably find it interesting. As usual, I'll see you very soon. I hope you'll have a good week. Ciao.